Very fair. All right, the next one, which originally was supposed to be the team's final, but I think it may have gotten switched. So we're going to talk about the IG match that's happening this week. It is Greg Alba and it is Taylor Robinson. We are finally getting to see them this year. It isn't an IG match. We got to talk to Taylor just a few weeks ago on the show. And I believe on the schedule, it was originally slated for Friday, but they're going to pile everything up on Friday with a ton of incredible matches. But let's talk about the IG one. We get to see Greg Alba back for the Quirky Mercs. First time this year, and then Taylor is finally making her return to Schmoedown after getting her one IG match a few years ago. Brian, I'll shoot this one to you first. Do you got Greg Idris Alba, or do you have Taylor the Robinson?
So we haven't seen Taylor for a long time, so I feel like she's definitely going to want to come back in strong. She's going to want to prove her worth.
Yeah.
And then you have Greg, who just kind of like is that guy that like shows up. Maybe he does good, maybe he doesn't, but still like you're rooting for him because he's fine and just like silly. I think I'm going to go. I know I'm going to go with Taylor on this one. I think she pulls the upset, if you will. I say upset just because Greg's been around longer. I don't know. I see how busy the Real Rejects are. They're constantly pumping out stuff on their channel. Maybe they don't have time as much for Schmoedown stuff.
Very possible.
So whereas, I mean, Taylor and Jacob, let's be honest, if you're living together with your significant other, you're helping each other in some capacity.
That's what I was going to bring up. I was like, she's got Mr. Blundin's help.
Yeah. So I mean, if you didn't, you're kind of taking it a little too serious. But so, you know, to me, the thing that just is really going to make it is I think she wants to be out there. She wants to prove herself. She wants to prove her worth. And I think she's going to just come in like axe swinging. And would you stop it?
It's my fidget spinner.
It was my hurrah moment. And you
could have just kept going, but you decided to stop.
It threw me off. But no, I'm kidding. I'm going with Taylor on this one. I think she's going to make a solid re-debut. It's been so long that it's basically a debut.
Molly, before I go to you, I want to think, when was the last time, and it could have been recently, there's so many matches to think about, but when was the last time we got a female IG player match? It's been a while, right?
Oh.
Was it last year's tournament?
Emily.
Jen Kemp, right?
Oh, Jen Kemp, yeah.
Jen Kemp. So it's been almost a year?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's get some more nerdy females up in here.
I mean, there's plenty of them, and I'm excited to see Taylor play. But Molly, what about you? Who you got?
Oh, Mara.
God,
yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about new players.
Yeah, I mean, Mara. Thank you, guys. We make us look like idiots.
Yeah, I know. Mara's. We know Mara, but we're like a new IG lady.
Yeah.
Jake's over here like, God,
I'm a moron.
Yeah.
Well, no, I thought we were talking about newer players.
I guess I just included Mara in she's a veteran. She's been in the league for a while. She's a champion. Yeah. So in my head, it kind of just sat there like, well, duh. And I asked the question without thinking of her because I just included her in that. But yes, Mara, of course. But outside of Mara, it was the IG tournament last year. And a couple people are mentioning it was Emily, Jen, and Janine all were included in that tournament, which is cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, IG ladies is probably thank you. It's few and far between. I would say they're probably the least new. We're seeing a lot more Star Wars singles, but the IG one, there's still a little bit of a slow wheel turn for new female competitors.
Thank you, Mick. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, Molly, your pick for this one.
Oh man, this one's hard too. And it's another Finstock person versus was it the
Mercs?
The Mercs.
Yeah.
I mean,
the people you don't like versus your sworn enemy. And
It really is the week of Finstock. They have all 3 day matches this week.
yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, I do want Finstock's winning streak to stop. I don't know that it will, but I think it's due to end pretty soon. But and like Greg Alba has, I think, a little more experience, but Taylor wanting to come back, prove her worth, prove why she got drafted. She's got Jacob's help. I would love to see her win this match. Finstock or not.
Yeah, it would be really cool because it's also for the story aspect, right? She played a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then, her and Jacob are all the way over in Australia. They got drafted the same year. And it would be a really cool story for her to win. I definitely think that she has a good chance, but a lot of people had mentioned it early on. I do take into account how well Greg played against Kalinowski last year. He took him to the wire, and Kalinowski recognized that. And yes, definitely channel priorities could come in play. They just interviewed Henry Golding for the Snake Eyes film. I mean, they're doing a lot over on Real Rejects, but I do think that he has their knowledge is definitely specific. We saw that with John Humphrey, right? Things play to his strengths. Sometimes they don't. Same thing with Greg, but I do think that Greg is the more capable IG player out of the two. And I do think that he'll probably walk away with the win on this one. Although I think Taylor puts up a huge fight. I just can't wait to see it and Taylor mentioned on this show, but the two of them are really good friends and they've been friends for a while. It's going to be a really fun match. It's going to be a really fun match. And we haven't seen a couple fun IG matches in a while. Like the Hannah Parker one was intense. Kalinowski Damon was obviously a little intense because Kalinowski wants that belt back. Mara and Chandru, this is going to be a fun match to watch, and I'm very, very excited. But I'm picking Greg on this one.
Are you wearing your merch shirt?
No, I'm wearing my happy hour shirt.
I'm just teasing.
So, and yes, Eric, Greg is also on my fantasy team, so that definitely helps. All right,
is he?
Friday's match.